Hello everybody and welcome into Flying Cardinal football here on UDTV. It is a chiller here at Cardinal Stadium for the District 1 5A Championship between the Flying Cardinals of Upper Dublin and the Golden Knights of Westchester Rustin. It's my pleasure to be joined by Ross Newman here. Ross,
pleasure to be here.
It's a cold one, but the Cardinals are looking to defend home field after a big win last week over Unionville 40-7. And the last time these two teams faced off in 2014, Upper Dublin came out on top 43-21. I was personally there, and that game was even colder than this.
Yeah, well, last week it definitely was cold. You know, wind definitely made it more frigid. Tonight, though, not a lot of wind, which is always good for the ball. Good for, you know, just getting those air yards. Should be a good one.
Upper Dublin, more specifically Lucas Roselli, coming off of a huge performance with an interception, 2 rushing touchdowns, and a 66-yard receiving touchdown. So a very high-scoring game last week against the Unionville Indians, whereas Westchester Rustin coming off of a little bit more of a close defensive battle. Pick that stuff up. A little bit more of a defensive battle. 10-8 the final score of that game, where Tommy Powers, Westchester Rustin, kicked what turned out to be the game-winning field goal. Cardinals, Golden Knights coming up right after this.
Oh boy, there are so many classes to choose from. I don't know which one to pick.
Do you want to know the best class to join this year?
Of course. I think I will join UDTV.
This is UDTV.
Welcome back after that beautiful rendition of the national anthem, and it's great to have the Marching Cardinals back here at Cardinal Stadium. Took a few weeks off for their competitions, but they're back to support and bring some tunes to the stands for tonight's district championship contest. The coin toss out there, spoiler alert, it actually happens before the game, and Westchester Rustin won the toss and elected to receive first, so they obviously want to get their offense out on the field fast, and that's what's going to happen. Upper Dublin chooses to defend the scoreboard as we've seen all season.
Well, that's kind of ideal for UD. I mean, they were able to defer, which that's what they always want to do. They want to get the ball in the third quarter, open it up so they can have that, you know, that 2-for-1 score chance, you know, at the end of the second, beginning of the third. So I think this is an ideal situation for them.
You see the boys coming back, getting them hype, and we are ready for some Cardinal football. What? So we get to see this offense of Westchester Rustin led by quarterback Will Pileggi, the senior #1 62 for 116 passing the season, 912 yards, 9 touchdowns, and 8 interceptions. A staggering touchdown to interception ratio.
Yeah, also 53% completion percentage isn't also great either. Pelegi, number 1, he'll be set to go out there, see what he can do with the ball against this tough Cards D. I think that the Cards are going to try to stop the run, as Michael Corver has rushed for over 1,000 yards and 16 touchdowns this season, tackle along 185 total. Receiving yards as well. I think that's what they'll try to do, stop the run, make them one-dimensional.
And we are underway here from Cardinal Stadium at Upper Dublin, where the kick is received at the 5-yard line, and he is going right up the middle and is tackled at the 30-yard line as Logan Heim got to his legs.
Good opening tackle. You know, if he doesn't make that tackle, he could get another 10-15 yards, so I'm up in good field position. This drive will now begin at the 30-yard line.
Westchester Rustin running the also famous wing T offensive system. Can't say I really know what it means, but I know close enough, and they run the ball a lot. They run a lot of options plays, and it's an extremely similar system to what we saw against the Unionville Indians last week. Pelegi starts in the gun, and he's going to run to the left and gets tackled for a nice little gain of about 6 yards. So as I said, we're going to be seeing a lot of that tonight.
Yeah, definitely. They stick to the run often, stick to the run hard. Make sure to get that ball on the ground, pound the rock, move the chains. It's now 2nd down.
And misdirection. Oh, and he dives forward for the first. Didn't even know who had the ball there. That was number 2, Colin Hurley on the carry.
It's a good opening start for Westchester Rustin as they pick up that first down, getting close to Upper Dublin territory as they're now on their own 43-yard line. 1st and 10 now. Shotgun formation.
Receivers split out. Man in motion is Hurley. And that was number 8, Nick Madonna. On the carry. He was out for the last 2 weeks, but has been a pretty important part of this Rustin offense with 10 touchdowns on the season. So I'm sure they're glad to have him back.
For 700 yards is no cap.
Second down. Pelegi rolling right, fires, incomplete. Pass was intended for number 19, 18. Big 3rd down here for the Cardinals defense. 3rd and 7 for Westchester Rustin. 44 in motion across the formation, as well as number 3. And they didn't know what they were doing with the snap there. And he is going to be tackled by Lucas Roselli. An explosive defensive play by the senior, who has had a huge presence on the offensive side of the ball, but making a big play there and a big stop on 3rd down on the defensive side. And now he's going to go right back there to return this punt.
Here's a guy that does it all. Offense, defense, special teams. There's nothing he can't do. Makes that tackle there, and I bet we'll see a lot of yards from him on the offensive side of the football.
So Lucas Roselli is the single receiver. Oh, and a real chance to block that for Micah Bootman, just missed it. And that punt is going to take a good bounce for Upper Dublin and actually spin backwards. And Upper Dublin will start at the 25. Micah Bootman almost got into the punter's lap there and just missed the ball. And when you see Johnny Colbrenner coming off the edge after his last 3 weeks of special teams play, that's got to be a scary sight for anybody on that Rustin sideline.
Special teams has been playing very well last few weeks, especially in the playoffs. So it is a very good sight to see what they are doing.
Slifka takes a snap, looking to pass on the first play, and he has it complete to Jason Scott for a completion of 5 yards. It's good to see them going through the air early, showing confidence. The cold's not going to slow them down.
If they get that pass in and get the run in, they'll be able to do some play action, possibly some screens, some deep balls.
Maybe. Roselli in the eye. Give this to Lucas Roselli, who is still going up the middle, and he pushes for some extra yardage, and he's right near the marker, and they're going to give him the first.
It's a good way to start.
Oh, are they? They can't measure it because they already moved the chains. Little confusion here. They literally can't measure it because they already moved the chains. So let's see what's going on. Looks like they want to reset the clock potentially. First down, Upper Dublin, and they did add a significant amount of time. They added 20 seconds back onto the clock. First down. Give us to Novak up the middle, who runs into Alec Joseph and gets a gain about 3.
It's a good first down run. You know, get pick up of 3, 4, makes it a second and mid, second and short. So now they got the whole playbook open to do whatever they want. Run, pass,
Option.
punt.
Fake punt.
Anything's possible.
More you know. Second down here for Upper Dublin. 2 receivers to each side. Slifka gives it once again to Novak, and that play is read beautifully by Westchester Rustin.
So now this sets up a third and middle, around 3rd and 5. So now they got to see what they're going to try to do to pick up this first down.
Big third down here for the Cardinals as I rip our roster in half. Looking through the air, just as I suspected. Slifka over the middle. Oh, and it's nearly caught by Dylan Zlotnikov. I don't think it was intended for Dylan Zlotnikov, but almost reeled in, and it just hits the ground.
Think so?
Yeah.
I thought it was intended for Zlotnikov.
I didn't. I thought it was.
I don't know, because like it looked like I don't really think
It wasn't a good pass for anyone.
It was a little low.
Chris Barbera comes out to punt, and they have Colin Hurley back to receive.
This is like the first time they've punted on an opening drive this whole playoffs.
Absolutely, but a good spiraling punt to be, and it's going to roll and be down to the 19-yard line, and that's where Rustin will get the ball back for their second offensive drive of the game.
Yeah, last time Upper Dublin's stayed disciplined, allowed a first down, but after that did not let them pick up any more yardage. They're stopping the run, stopping the pass. They're doing what they can to not let this Rustin team get any yards on them.
Pelegi gives it. Oh, wow. And that was Nick Madonna. He has not played in 2 weeks, and he is showing all that bottled up energy and excitement out here on his first 2 drives. 2 big gains for him early on in this game, and that's going to be a Rustin first down.
Yeah, he's ready. I mean, this is his time to shine, and this is exactly what he's trying to do. Show everyone out here that he is the main man on this field.
Main man with the pots in hands. So first down here for Rustin, ball at the 35. Pelegi on the pitch to Madonna. Oh, Madonna has a big hole. He's going to be tackled by C.J. Stelly. And when you have a lineman, it takes a lineman to tackle on a big run, you know that there's a defensive issue. And Upper Dublin's going to have to resolve that if they want to come out victorious tonight.
Yeah, he's a fast kid. He's got all that speed, all that awareness, all that juke. He's got a lot of strength as well, so don't be shocked when you see him break another run, because he can really show what he can do, at least tonight.
First down in Cardinal territory. He's swarmed by the Cardinal defense. That was number 10 on the carry. Tyler Culp.
Defense!
Second down. Pelegi sends Hurley in motion. Pelegi still has it, and he is tackled forward for another first down.
This Rustin offense is moving. Coming like a well-oiled machine.
Another Rustin first down. I think that's their third of the drive. Something like that. Pitch to Hurley. Oh, and a missed tackle there for Mike Slifka, and he gets a gain of about 4 yards. Mike Slifka, that was number 8, Nick Madonna. And Mike Slifka read that beautifully, but just couldn't wrap up. And we have an injured Cardinal on the field. We'll take a quick timeout. I'll be right back after this. Second down for Westchester Rustin. Give is to number 10 in the backfield. Once again, Tyler Culp, the senior.
They would really stick it to the run. That's their bread and butter offensively. So when someone stops it, I think they're going to keep it going.
Third down to be a big stop here for Upper Dublin. But I don't think Rustin would punt from here, so let's see what happens. Pelegi under center, gives it to Madonna, and there's a flag on the play. It looks like that's going to be a movement before the snap. Illegal motion on Rustin. and 8. Madonna, the one in motion. Oh, and they get Jake Rossman to jump off sides. So let's make it 3rd and, again, 3. Let's try this again. Oh my goodness gracious. And Rustin called a timeout. That was about 4 opportunities to run a play on 3rd down. That hasn't happened. We're going to take a timeout. We'll step aside. I'll be right back with maybe this 3rd down play after this.
This is. This is UDTV.
Let's see if we see a 3rd down play here. After that Rustin timeout, 2 penalties. Looks like they're actually going to snap it this time. Pelegi and flag on the play. Holding against the offense.
It's another 3rd down.
Oh my gosh. This is the 5th time we're going to try this 3rd down play. Holding. Third and 12 now. So it went from 3rd and 2 to 3rd and 7, back to 3rd and 2, and now it's 3rd and 12.
Well, don't forget the timeout.
Yeah, that too. 3rd and 12. Pelegi takes the snap. He's dropping, feeling pressure, and he is going to be his knee looked to be down, and the referee will be throwing a flag.
And the crowd is going wild out here. That was a very convincing call. Easily, there was no one even in sight to where he threw that ball. It was only to get out of the sack.
Great job there by Dylan Zlotnikov breaking through the line and getting back to the quarterback. And now it's going to bring up 3rd and just about an eternity for Westchester Rustin to punt. And it's 5 yards from the spot. So that's a huge costly penalty for Westchester Rustin. Hurley is the punter as well.
They go from the 32 back to their own.
Oh, and a terrible punt. It's a helicopter. Oh, and it takes a good bounce. Lucas Roselli picked it up, and I don't know if that was the best decision in the world.
He picked up a few yards.
There's a flag on the play, and it looks like it's going to be against Westchester Rustin because they're all pleading with the referee. Oh, and we see Kevin Portney here. It's great to see him. No penalty on the play. So Albert Elvin will start at the 20. Slifka looking to throw, has Dylan Zlotnikov, and he pushes forward for a few more yards.
That is what we like to see.
Dylan Zlotnikov with that big catch last week against Unionville. That diving grab, there's a great picture of it, courtesy of PA Prep Live, getting down there and somehow making the catch and rolling over with his hands under the ball. Posted that on his Instagram this morning.
Really?
Yeah.
It's good to know.
So that Rustin drive chewed up a lot of clock, and now 1:30 left in the first. Throw is out to Lucas Nina, who breaks a tackler, and he's going up the sideline. He's at the 40, 30, 20, 10, lowers his shoulder, and gets tackled inside the 5-yard line. Lucas Nina takes him for a trip.
Wow. Big time players in big time moments. Lucas Nina Bosler, welcome to your Kodak moment.
A sensational run by Lucas Nina, the backup tight end, and that was great execution there. First and goal for the Cardinals, goal line formation. Give is to Roselli, met at the line, and he will be stop short. That was anticlimactic.
Very. It's booming in UD right now. That's a stadium.
Good crowd, actually.
Very good.
Wow, a lot of people here. Second and goal.
Waning seconds
And
of the
Slivka
first.
pushes in, and he's in for the touchdown.
What a drive. What a start. Touchdown Cards.
Mike Slivka, all he had to do was lean forward. The ball crosses the plane and puts Upper Dublin on the board first. It didn't look like that was going to happen with that Rustin drive. Upper Dublin came up with a stop, and they're the first ones on the board.
That big play by Lucas Nina really took that momentum to turn to UD's side as they pick up a huge gain, and then they just run it in for the touchdown.
Snap, hold, kick is good. Chris Barbera splits the wickets, puts 7 on the board for the Cardinals.
That's what you like to see.
It's great to hear that Upper Dublin alma mater too. We missed it for the past few weeks. It's just lovely.
I love it, man.
.45 seconds left in the first quarter. Chris Barbera set to boot this one away from the left hash. It's a low, and it's received by number 49 of Westchester Rustin. He doesn't know what to do when the ball's in his hands, and it's a big swarm. And Chris Barbera has the ball before the play was whistled dead.
An oddity for sure.
How does the kicker end up with the ball?
Not sure. It's definitely definitely strange.
It looked like Jackson Rock went in there with his shoulder to try to get the ball out, and Chris Barbera was just holding it at the end there. But it looks like they're just going to say Rustin is going to start the drive at the 38. Their own 38.
Maybe if they had a replay review, maybe it would be something different.
Possibly.
Yeah. Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Pelegi opting with the no glove strategy and a flag on the play. Sideline infraction on Upper Dublin?
It's not what you want to see.
Sideline warning.
Are they there a flag?
Because it's an infraction, but it's just the first time you don't get a penalty.
Thank you for the clarification.
Madonna, the one in motion. Pelegi gives it off to Madonna. Madonna has a hole. Oh, and Jason Scott nearly rips the ball out, but Madonna did his work and got a big gain of about 20 yards. The clock's going to stop for them to move the chains. It's actually a long time for the clock to stop. It looks like the chain gang is in no hurry.
Yeah, well, this Madonna kid definitely came to play tonight. Has rattled off a few big runs already, and I think he's looking to put on some more.
Faux show. Should be the last play of the quarter, pending a penalty. No, that was oh my gosh, they do not call that? Wow, man, oh man. Michael Covert was offsides by a mile, and they just did not see it. And Westchester Rustin looks like gets a gain for close to a first down. That is highway robbery, ladies and gentlemen. That was horrible.
And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Your Upper Dublin Cardinals 7, Rustin 0.
Be right back.
We'll come back. Few short seconds.
Oh boy, there are so many classes to choose from. I don't know which one to pick.
Do you want to know the best class to join this year?
Of course. I think I will join the UDTV.
Back for the start of the second quarter. Westchester Rustin, ball in Cardinal territory. Give, wow, is to Turk, and he has a huge hole and gets a first.
They're really making it a priority to get this ball on the ground and pound it through the Cards defense. My only recommendation to the Cards defense is to just stack that box. More men equals less space for the opposing backs to run. But we'll see if that works out. Because then you open up the wide receivers to just 1v1 coverage. So it's kind of like a balancing equation.
Madonna, the man in motion. The pitch goes to him. Oh, and he is still on his feet, cutting back. And the Cardinals defense tries to swarm him. And he is a shifty player.
Yeah, he's playing really well. Definitely making it a statement game for him as he tries to get his team into the semifinal state champ and the District 1 championship. And Rustin's in the red zone. First time all night.
Defense chance coming from the parents, second and short. And that could be a stop.
That was Michael Burke on the carry.
So they gave him the first down on the second effort. It's first and 10 for the Knights. Pelegi is going to keep it. He's tackled in the backfield, but not after getting back to the line of scrimmage.
They knew that one was coming. Sniff that one out. It's on 2nd and 8. Defense chance coming from the crowd.
Madonna, the one in motion. They fake it to him. They give it to number 44 up the middle, and he is stopped. Oh, that is the ripped part of our roster.
That would bring up a huge 3rd and 8.
Owen Walsh. Owen Walsh, number 40. Or no, that was, yeah, Owen Walsh, 5'9", 210. That's a big boy.
Big boy.
Big boy.
Big bat. And the money, like my daddy.
Big 3rd down here for Upper Dublin.
Crowd's going crazy.
Looking to get a stop in the red zone. Huge. Madonna, the man in motion. The give is not to Madonna. And it looks like he's going to be stopped just short of the first. That was Michael Covert on the carry. And that shouldn't be enough for a first.
Seems like the field goal team is coming out here.
4th and 1 for Westchester Rustin, and they leave the offense on the field. You think they're going to actually run a play, or you think they're just going to try to draw?
I think they're going to do a timeout. But it's an electrifying atmosphere out here right now. You got alum that are home from college. You got all this huge student section. It's covering everything. You got the band.
Huge 4th down here. So you don't think they're going to snap it?
I don't know. I mean, look at the formation.
And they see the swap. Pelegi takes the snap. Oh, and they get the first. Wow. And that is a crowd silencer. Tyler Culp, we have not heard a lot about him. At least the newspapers haven't been writing about him. But he has been an integral part of this offense tonight, having a few big gains, and that was a big one to make it 1st and goal from the 2.
That might have been his biggest run yet. I mean, if you don't pick up that 4th down, now you're looking at a turnover on downs, and it's a 1st and 10 for Upper Dublin.
Pelegi under center. Gives it again to Culp, and he's tripped up before the goal line.
He's now at the half-yard line. Come on, D!
2nd and goal. You know, at this point, if you're Upper Dublin, like, what is there to do?
Just gotta stack that box. Make sure that you at least, bend, don't break. That's what you gotta do.
Pelegi under center. He's gonna look to sneak it, and 2nd effort, he should be in. Touchdown, Rustin.
That ties it up. That's a very, very good drive by Rustin. They drive it down the field. They're methodical with it. They do what they want to do this whole time. Their game plan was to run that ball down Upper Dublin Cart's throats, and that's what they did. Picked it up, got the 1st down by a run, got in with the run. A few great plays with runs. I think that's what their major goal is on offense tonight in order to try and win this football game.
Going for the extra point. Oh, and nearly blocked. Wow. Upper Dublin really getting off the edge nicely early on, but they've close. They haven't gotten it yet. 7-7 your score. We're all knotted up. It looks like we're going to be in for a showdown here tonight.
Yeah, there's definitely not going to be a running clock tonight, Merms. I mean, this is what we were looking forward to, the other weeks, but tonight is going to be a dogfight. We've already saw it early and often, and I think this game could get even better as the time moves forward. I just heard someone in the crowd say, "Move those horses."
house here at Cardinal Stadium.
You know, this game has actually been going pretty fast, Merms. I mean, there's only 7 minutes left in the half. This could be a very fast game. I mean, the offense has been moving. There's not been a lot of defense lately, but we'll see. Maybe we'll have a switch of game plans for both teams.
And it's away, a low helicopter. Micah Bootman receives it at the 7-yard line, looking to get up the middle. And he's wrapped up at the 24-yard line. That's wrapped almost. You know, back in 2014 when these two teams faced off, as I mentioned, Upper Dublin came out 43-21 to advance in the quarterfinal round of the District 1 playoffs. But on the first play from scrimmage, Westchester Rustin's star running back broke out for a touchdown, and Upper Dublin was behind to start the game, and they had to come back. But Upper Dublin started ahead in this game, so we'll see how that dynamic changes against the same team. I don't know where I was going with that statement, to be honest.
Well, you were there. You were a witness back in that 2014 game, and it
We were
was
all
very
witnesses.
frigid, very cold, and
Flag on the play.
not much you could do to stay warm.
Legal procedure against Upper Dublin, and they need to stay disciplined or else this game is not going to go their way.
Merms, I see you're putting on your coat.
Here's the thing, I need my arm, so I don't know how I'm going to do this. Maybe this will add some warmth? Maybe the single arm?
You could strap it back onto your coat.
Good. High snap. Slifka's going to pull it out and keep it, try to get to the edge. He does. Catches a block and gets out to the 37-yard line. And that'll be a first down for Upper Dublin.
You know, that fake to me.
That was a veteran. I don't think it was on purpose.
I don't think it was on purpose either.
That was
but
a veteran move.
I guess they went with the read option then.
That was no, I think it was just a high snap.
Yeah, but he also tried to hand it off. So I'm
No,
not
you're
sure.
right. Pound it.
Thanks.
Noggin. Dude.
Yeah, I don't think I didn't see that one coming. I thought that was a botch snap, botch play, but turned garbage into gold.
Roselli, the one in motion, and he's who has the ball. He's cutting back, still on his feet, goes for a whirlwind, and is tackled at the 50-yard line, and that'll move the chains. Lucas Roselli with some explosive runs, and it looks like Upper Dublin is starting to come into their own with the offense. If you see the fiery glow on the other sideline, you're not seeing things. Westchester Rustin came out with propane heaters on the sidelines in an attempt to stay warm, but Upper Dublin doesn't need heaters.
I mean, you can't make this stuff up, man.
It's unprecedented.
I've seen it all.
Just when you thought you've seen it all,
You see something else crazy.
Slifka looking downfield, has Dylan Zlotnikov on the near side. He's running upfield, and he's going to be tackled forward for a big gain and a first down. And he had, Mike Slifka had Mason Novak swinging out of the backfield, but opted to go downfield and had Dylan Zlotnikov uncovered, who ran for a nice gain.
A smart decision maker. That is what you want to have in a good quarterback. It's someone that can make the right decision at the right time. That's exactly what Mike Slifka did on that play. So now we got a 1st and 10.
Yeah, Upper Dublin's really making their way downtown to the end zone. First down, Cardinals. The give is to Mason Novak. Oh, wow, he is bodied by number 78, and that is a big boy. They looked at him in the film, and he doesn't run very fast, but the kid can hit and punish anybody that comes in his way.
Just punish Mason Novak right there with that big hit. Set up a 2nd and long. So now we'll see what they'll do on 2nd and 10. I mean, under 5 minutes left in the half, this game has been going pretty fast.
Slifka dropping the pass, rolling, fires. Oh, and threw it into coverage intended for Micah Bootman, just looking to get it away, but that could have been an interception.
That was a risky pass. I don't know what he was thinking there. I would have just threw it out of bounds or threw it away to no one in particular. But he was trying to make some moves. Almost had it, but next time I think he should just throw it away. That sets up a 3rd and long.
3rd and 10. From the 29 of Westchester Rustin. Slivka alone in the backfield, takes the snap, dropping, feeling the pressure, rolling, gets away, and he throws it downfield. Oh, and it is nearly intercepted, but he had a wide open lane to run, and he is going to be kicking himself after that.
That was not a smart play. He should have ran the ball. But now this brings up an even more interesting question. Are they going to punt or are they going to kick the field goal?
Looks like they're just going to keep the offense on the field and go for it.
Wow. Now that's an interesting call. I mean, it's not like it's a 4th and 2. This is a 4th and long. This could be a huge momentum swing for Rustin if they are able to stop him on 4th and long.
More than very long.
I think they might just try to, fake it and then call timeout.
No way. 4th and 10. Mike Slivka takes the snap. They weren't kidding. Throws it. Has Selvin Haynes. He's trying to break away, and he does. And it looks like they should have forward progress. Let's see where they give him the spot. And that is not a generous spot. And it's a 1st down.
Give it to him.
Wow, great effort there by Selvin Haynes. He knew where he needed to get. And that is a huge play for Upper Dublin.
Big players make big moves. Selvin Haynes, welcome to your Kodak move. So now that sets up a 1st and 10 inside the red zone.
With the time running. That was a great play and a great call by the Upper Dublin coaching staff. Slivka takes a snap, looking to throw. Throws to the corner of the end zone. Jason Scott went up for the one-handed grab and couldn't come down with it.
Now, I'm not sure if he had his second hand.
No, he definitely had the second hand available.
I don't know why I didn't use the second hand then.
I mean, God gave him 2 hands.
I mean, I'm surprised Big Play Jay doesn't really make those.
Big plays.
He doesn't make those bad plays. He makes those big plays. That's why they call him BPJ. Or at least I call him. I don't think he likes the nickname, to tell you the truth.
He does.
Really?
Yeah.
Per Woj.
2nd down and 10. Mike Slivka rolling. Oh, he has a big hole. Just the ref in his way. Makes a man miss, stays on his feet, and falls forward. And the referee was just setting a screen for him. And Mike Slivka almost just broke in for a touchdown.
Notice less than 4 minutes left. I think they just want to try to hold on to the ball for as long as they can. Don't even give Rustin a chance to even get the ball before the half. And remember, UD deferred, so that means they get the ball at the start of the 3rd quarter too, so they could get a 2-for-1 here. Last week go up 21-7 by the time it's done.
Well, they didn't exactly defer. They lost the toss, but
Well, yeah, but by
yeah. Lucas Roselli, and he's going to be in for the touchdown. Gets through the line. It looked like there was nowhere to go. He found some space, and he puts Upper Dublin on the board yet again. Two scores for Upper Dublin, 13-7, pending the extra point.
And I can hear this parent crowd, this student crowd, this alumni crowd getting hyped for this game as Upper Dublin goes up 13-7, possibly 14-7, pending the extra point.
Snap it. Oh, they had an extra man on the field, and they throw the flag.
Doesn't matter.
So the PAT is going to count, but I believe they're just going to enforce that on the kickoff.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll hear what the refs have to say. I think they should mic up the refs. I think it would be a very good idea because, I can't hear them from up here. It's kind of hard to see what's going on.
Got to learn their hand signals, Ross.
If we had a mic, we could hear exactly what they were trying to tell us. And the crowd could hear as well. I mean, it's very loud.
So let's see. Looks like too many men against Westchester Rustin, and I believe it'll be enforced on the kickoff. So the PAT will count 14-7, and what a run by Lucas Roselli. It really didn't look like there was anywhere for him to go.
No, but that's what that's what Coach Walls instilled into his backs. He says if you don't have it the first time, keep going.
Try again.
No, keep those legs churning, keep it moving. If you first time, just keep yourself up. Don't go down. And that's what happened there. Is Lucas Roselli, at first contact seemed down, but he just pounded it in for a touchdown.
Usually a lot of Lucas Roselli, he's so quick, he can actually take a second to survey what's happening in front of him before he makes his next move. He'll do a little stutter step just to look around, and then he'll find his hole and go.
Yeah, I mean, that's that patience that you want in the back nowadays. I mean, back in the day, if you saw a back that was patient, you had coaches yelling at them, not very happy with how their run style was being implemented. However, now, that's kind of the norm. I mean, you see Le'Veon Bell do it. You see a lot of younger backs do it. And honestly, I think it's a new type of style that they're instilling in their young backs, especially in the high school and college level.
Little freak. So Chris Barbera will kick this one away from the 45 instead of the 40, so not a huge difference. Westchester Rustin will have the ball with presumably around 3 minutes and 25 seconds remaining in the half. And Upper Dublin gets it in the second, so Rustin needs a score. And Chris Barbera boots that one away, and it sails into the end zone for a touchback. Not returnable.
The crowd's cheering, but I don't know if that was like...
No, that was good because they've had 2 big returns.
I know, but if you get it trapped down at the 1 and keep it in balance, I mean, that's perfect.
Could Upper Dublin get the ball back? I mean, Westchester Rustin already burned the timeout, so they only have 2.
Well, there still is 3:24 left in the first half, so there's definitely a chance. So you're saying there's a chance?
Who has the ball? I don't know. And he's stopped regardless, whoever had it. I'm mesmerized by Mr. Heim's orchestration of the defense chants in the stands.
Yeah, I mean, I know Mr. Heim very well. I used to play with Logan on travel basketball. He would always be screaming at us when we weren't running our plays right. So yeah, I kind of know Mr. Heim's antics. Now this brings up a 2nd and long. Here's a snap. It's going outside.
And he's bottled up and taken for a ride back behind the line of scrimmage.
Now this is where it gets interesting. Do they burn a timeout to keep as much time on the clock as possible? Because I mean, in high school, I failed to figure this out for a while, but there is no 2-minute warning. So, do they call a timeout now and take a risk on 3rd down and have the patience, lack of a better term, to keep the offense out there?
Yeah, they're going to let the play clock go all the way down, and they should have to snap it by 2 minutes left on the clock. So let's see what Upper Dublin can do here on defense. Man in motion. Pelegi is going to keep it and try to run, and he is stopped short, and that's going to bring up a 4th and short. Now, let's see what happens. If Westchester Rustin goes for it,
I don't think they will.
But Upper Dublin calls a timeout. So, it looks like they're bringing out the punting unit.
Now this is a 2-for-1. If they win, if they score here and score in the opening of the 3rd, then
It's GG in the chat.
And it balloons a 28-7 lead. That's very hard to get back to. I mean, remember, it was a 7-7 game.
Yeah. Well, as I mentioned earlier, common opponent only one is Unionville, and Upper Dublin beat Unionville in a dominant fashion, 40-7. Westchester Rustin only put up 14-0 against Westchester Rustin. Westchester Rustin only put up 14 points. Final score of 14-0 over Unionville in the regular season in the Chessmont American, of which Westchester Rustin were the champions. Unionville came in 2nd, Westchester Rustin came in 1st, and we see why. So let's see if they decide to run a fake here or what the deal is. It looks like just more than 5 yards, so I think if they get him to jump, I don't know. See Johnny Colbrenner coming off the edge. The snap. Oh, nobody's getting through. And another bad punt. Everyone get away from it. And it takes an Upper Dublin bounce. And it's down to the 45 of Westchester Rustin, which gives Upper Dublin great field position. With a minute and 41, they can burn the clock and get in scoring position. This is a great opportunity for Upper Dublin.
Sorry, I cut you off here. This is a great position to be in if you're Upper Dublin. You have a huge chance to score here and be able to then come out in the second half and score another tutty. Tutty. Got it take.
So Upper Dublin has 2 timeouts to work with, 45 yards to traverse to the end zone. Slivka's going to pull it out and run. Makes a man miss and gets forward for a good gain of about 6.
Well, there is a flag on the play.
Oh my God. Oh, it's against Rustin. Sideline warning against Rustin.
Buck 24 left in this opening half of football.
Two-minute drill, well, a minute 24 drill, but you get the idea.
1 minute 24 second drill.
They roll the clock. Upper Dublin wasting no time. Slivka in the backfield with Novak to his right. Slivka dropping to pass, looking, feeling pressure.
He's got him deep.
Steps up to run, has Dylan Zlotnikov over the middle, makes a man miss, and he is going to be into the end zone for the touchdown!
What a pass! Touchdown Cards.
Wow, Dylan Zlotnikov made a few men miss. We've only seen him really get the ball and go a few yards, but an explosive run after the catch. And Upper Dublin is up 2 scores now, 20-7. What a play!
See what Mike Slivka did, which was, you cannot teach that, is that he forced that defender to come to him, put him in a 2-on-1 situation, and just lobs it over to Dylan Zlotnikov and says, here you go, do the rest.
It looked like a broken route, and Dylan Zlotnikov was going up the right side, and he made a little bit of a cut to the left when he caught it, and he was gone into the end zone. Touchdown Cardinals, 21-7 the score, and Westchester Rustin has a minute 14 on the clock.
Well, regardless, he would have picked up the first down anyway. But that was a great play there by Mike Slivka. Just the awareness to know that he had to make that play and get it over with that 2-on-1 situation.
And like you said, Ross, luring the defender, a lot of times Mike Slivka will step up as if he's going to run, and then he throws it before he gets back to the line of scrimmage, and then there's nothing the defense can do because they bit coming towards him, and their receivers downfield waiting for the ball to fall into their hands.
Well, he's a dual threat quarterback, and if you take that cover and you cover him, he's going to beat you on with his legs. But if you go to him, he's going to beat you with your arm. There's really nothing that defender could do there. I mean, he did make the right play, but I mean, there was nothing he could possibly do.
Nothing.
Nothing at all. I mean, what was he going to do? If he stays on it, Mike's going to go and pick up the first. If he goes to Mike, he's going to throw to Dylan, which he did, and pick up the first.
It's a lose-lose situation if you're there for Westchester Rustin.
I feel bad for that defender.
Well, I don't. 21-7.
Yeah, I know.
So Upper Dublin burned another timeout, which means they only have 1 remaining. I think Upper Dublin still has 2 timeouts. So they can stop the clock and potentially get the ball back with some defensive stops.
Yeah, we'll see.
And if they get it back with good field position, maybe take a shot.
Ooh, interesting.
Inside there's a chip. Always. Westchester Rustin's band trying to get in Chris Barbera's head.
I don't think it worked.
Nope, not at all. End over end, fielded at the 5 for Rustin. Madonna is going to bring it out. Selvin Haynes misses the shoestring tackle. A flag on the play. It's going to be holding or a block in the back. We don't know on who, but Selvin Haynes is down.
That is not good.
We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. We're back after this. Selvin Haynes walking off under his own power. He's taking a quick break now, but he is walking off. Looks like just a upper body injury, nothing to affect his ability to walk. He should be okay. And a holding was enforced there, so pins Rustin back even further, and they're going to start at the 25, the minute and 6 left.
This is a big drive for Rustin. If they want to stay in this game, they got to score now, or else it might be all over.
They're going to have to go through the air if they want to do that. 80 or 75 yards to traverse. And Nolan Reap, the lockdown corner on the near side.
Wow, so Nolan Reap is getting his name
There
called
had to
tonight.
be movement there. He throws it over the middle, and Lucas Roselli, he misses that tackle, and he is going to be, wow. And number 4 is into the end zone for the touchdown, and that was a defensive breakdown for Upper Dublin. Wow, I'm speechless. Lucas Roselli has to wrap up there. You can't just go for the legs.
Yeah, you gotta, tackle. Just at least slow him down. The legs, that's a very high risk, high reward, and it was a very high risk there as he does miss, and he breaks away for that long touchdown run. The yards after the catch there were huge.
75-yard passing touchdown. But you put that Upper Dublin offense back out there with 1 minute, you never know what's going to happen. And he puts it through. Wow, what a turn of events. Just as we thought we were going to go into the locker room with a nice cushion, it's right back to a one-score game. I'm speechless, as you can tell.
Yeah, me too. It's definitely a turn of events. You know what? On to the next one.
Now I think Upper Dublin, it doesn't really matter what happens because they're going to get the ball in the second half, so they might as well take some shots down the field.
Yeah, you only got less than a minute left. You got timeout. There's definitely time. If they have a good return, they get it out to like the 30, 35-yard line, possibly even more. You're set up for a potential field goal.
And that's Lucas Roselli deep. He's the one very deep to receive, and he's going to want redemption after that missed tackle, ultimately leading to the touchdown.
That was a rare mistake by Lucas Roselli.
Happens to everyone, but not often to him. It's a low liner, end over end, fielded by Micah Bootman at the 10-yard line. He's going to bring it out. Cuts back. He's still on his feet. Micah Bootman, one man to beat. And he is across the 40, out to the 43. And with 43 seconds left, Upper Dublin is in business with great field position.
That's exactly what you wanted. You get great field position. He took it out. He did the right thing. And now you're set up for a potential field goal. Give yourself a 2-possession lead going into halftime.
As you said, potential field goal. Upper Dublin has 2 touchdowns to stop the clock if need be.
2 timeouts?
2 touchdowns. 2 timeouts.
Yep.
Same thing, right?
No, I agree.
Upper Dublin definitely going to look to air it out.
You have to at this point.
And look into the sidelines. Slivka. He is going to somehow escape. Nope, and he's still, that was just a whole bad situation.
See, here's what bothers me there. You got to get rid of it. You just got to toss it on the sideline, out of bounds, anywhere you can go. Just do not take that sack.
And now it looks like they're just going to take a knee. Wow. And what was going to be a Hail Mary is now just going to look like they're just going to let her run, go into the locker room with a one-score cushion, and that completely changes everything.
Yeah, well, now they at least have that second half kickoff. They go in, talk to their offense, get them moving, and you hear that ovation from the crowd. They were very satisfied with that opening half. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back for the second half. Upper Dublin Cards up, 21-14.
Welcome compete in the first tech challenge against other robots in a tournament fashion to complete certain objectives. This year's challenge is called Relic Recovery. It's all really cool and it gives us hands-on experience with building and programming robots for specific purposes.
It's a good experience for a lot of engineering people as well as computer science people. There's programming involved, electronics, and actual designing.
Robots, you know.
Oh boy, there are so many classes to choose from. I don't know which one to pick.
Do you want to know the best class to join this year?
Of course. I think I will join UDTV.
This is. This is UDTV.
Welcome back into the second half of Cardinal football here on UDTV. Upper Dublin went into the locker room clinging to a 21-14 lead following that last-minute touchdown, 85 yards by Westchester Rustin, but Upper Dublin will start with the ball, and they're going to look to come out and get on the board here in the second half. Ross, what are your takeaways from the first half?
Defense needs to be more disciplined. You know, these big play runs by all the runners, receivers, quarterback making plays when he needs to, but especially the run game. They've been tearing up the Upper Dublin defense's run defense. They've been able to counteract their stuffing of the box by doing outside runs. So I don't know. Honestly, I think that's the biggest takeaway. They need to do a better job at stopping the run.
Well, if you're saying stop the run, then I think they need to stop the run with those balls.
It's facts.
Special shout out to Hot Hands, the official sponsor of Cardinal football here on UDTV.
If I did not have hot hands, my hands would not be warm or hot. My hands are hot.
No cap.
So this is a big possession.
Yes, it is.
Because if they score, they go up two possessions. If they don't, I mean, you give the ball back to Rustin, could potentially go up and tie the game. So
This definitely is worth more than just your average drive.
Yep, that is an accuracy. And you can hear this student section and the parent section getting very loud to kick off this second half of football. And that kick is in the air.
Received by Lucas Roselli at the 5, and he's taking it straight out, right up the middle. He has a blocker and gets tripped up at the 32. It's good work there on the return for Lucas Roselli, and Upper Dublin's offense is going to go right back to work.
That's a good way to start. You know, you get that ball up in a pretty decent field position, and you're ready to go. And here comes Michael Slifka, our quarterback of the first half, who had some great plays. He had that play to Dylan Zlatnikoff we couldn't stop talking about. And he is lined up now for the 1st and 10 on his own 32-yard line.
32, yeah. Slifka starts, gives it to Roselli, has a hole, and he is tackled forward for a gain of about 6 on that first one. It's great work there by Lucas Roselli, coming right back out to work.
You know, I'm so used to Lucas Roselli. I thought he was going to break that run for a touchdown. I'm so used to him breaking those tackles and just churning out those extra yards. But the defense stood tall there.
My gloves are on, and I'm ready to go. 2nd down and short for the Cardinals. Give is to Novak up the middle, and he's going to be stopped. But he's going to get a gain of about 2 yards, and that's going to bring up 3rd and short.
And here comes Amon Orlina. So, number 54, Amon Orlina, my best friend, who sits next to me in homeroom every day, is lined up to provide a big body to possibly run this ball.
Thanks for the analysis, Ross. Color analyst, Ross.
Thanks.
They give it to Novak, and he bullies his way forward for a 1st down and some more. And Mason Novak, you know, he sometimes goes a little bit under the radar because he's not scoring all the touchdowns, only 10 on the season, which isn't a number to be ashamed of, but he doesn't get as much attention as, say, Lucas Roselli, who busts out an 85-yarder out of nowhere. But Mason Novak really does his part in tiring out these defenses, running it right up the middle, and being a real pain to stop.
I think that's a pretty solid number, 10.
Whereas Lucas Roselli tries to bounce to the outside like he did there and just pick up a few at a time. 2 different running styles that complement each other beautifully, just like a 30 and a 60-degree angle.
Yeah.
Compliments?
Scratch it. Scratch it. I mean, I get it, but...
I think I see a fan down there that has an electric jacket.
Wow.
I see a little red dot.
You know, I've seen it all.
Now you have. And they're going to give it again to Novak, who's going to bully his way forward. And maybe they're just going to go with the ground and pound. Maybe that's the ticket for Upper Dublin in the 2nd half. Just give it to Mason Novak and let him tire out the Westchester Rustin defense. And then just when they get really tired, give it to Lucas Roselli to ram it right in.
Yeah, that's what they want to do. Keep their defense off the field, keep their offense on, make their defense tired, and potentially just swing that momentum. This is a game of momentum. If they gain that momentum early in the 2nd half, they'll be set up for a huge win.
The give is to Roselli, who gets up the middle but gets a few yards. And now I will attempt to open a bag with winter gloves on. Just kidding. It was already open, but that would have been hard.
Hot hands? Will you be attempting to equip some hot hands?
4th and 2.
And this crowd is getting hype.
Upper Dublin keeps the offense on the field. This is huge.
Huge.
This is a really big play here. Slivka takes the snap, gives it to Roselli, and he bullies forward for the 1st and dives even further just for the extra precaution.
And that's a great play. I mean, they didn't outsmart themselves. They didn't say, oh, they know we're going to run it, so let's pass it. No, they knew that they were going to pick up that 1st down by running that football. And that's exactly what they did, and it paid off beautifully for them. Hey, dividend.
Still in the run formation. They're going to give it. Oh, he's going to fake it, throw it over to the top, and he has Lucas Nina downfield, and he's pushed out at the 29. Wow, what a play call there. We all thought it was going to be a run. No receivers out, and Lucas Roselli, the tight end, splits out and gets that big gain. And Upper Dublin is inside the 30-yard line. Not yet in the red zone, but a good gain for the Cardinals.
Yeah, they're getting there. I mean, that's what you got to do. You got to keep running that ball. They thought that was going to be a run play all the way, and they just flew it over their heads right to Lucas Nina, the big body tight end, for the 1st down. That's what you got to do. This is a game about faking what you're going to try to do
and doing something else.
Yeah, exactly.
That give is to Novak, still on his feet. And wow, this Westchester Rustin team is going to be very tired.
Yeah, I mean, you've taken around 4 minutes off the clock so far, and you're just getting into the red zone.
And the big guy for Westchester Rustin is down, number 78. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be back after this. We are back after after that, number 78 coming off the field for Westchester Rustin.
Under his own power.
And if he can't return, that would be a huge. That would have a huge effect on the game.
Well, I know as well as everyone out there on that Rustin sideline that he does not want to miss a play.
He's going to miss at least one.
I know, but he doesn't want to.
Slifka dropping the pass, throwing it over the middle. Oh, and it's incomplete, intended for Selvin Haynes. And it looked like something fishy happened. Selvin Haynes looking for a flag, not going to get one, but it's lucky that that wasn't picked off in the end zone. That
pass was a little bit high. You know, that was not a very common, for lack of a better term, common pass that, you know, Mike Slifka makes. He usually hits him in stride and then some. You know, served on a silver platter, but that was a little bit over his head.
I'm going to make a Slifka pun, but a silver platter. Yeah. Slifka rolling left. Looking downfield, throws, has Lucas Roselli. Wow, what a catch, threading the needle there. That's a first down, put Upper Dublin, 1st and goal.
You know, after that bad pass before, he comes right back out. He says, I'm confident, I can throw that pass, and that's exactly what he does. Throws an absolute strike to Lucas Roselli to move the chains and set up a potential 1st and goal. Possibly, you know, this is a big play. This is a huge drive.
And it's already chewed off 4 minutes off the clock.
That's it?
Upper Dublin in the goal line formation. Ball spotted at the 6. The toss to the outside to Roselli. Catches a block from Mason Novak. Stays on his feet and falls forward to the 4-yard line.
Was that Mason?
No, it was Lucas Roselli.
Oh, I thought
Mason was on the block.
Oh, because you said Mason. You confused me.
I said Novak on the block. It's okay.
Now, what are the odds they run the ball here? Just right up the middle.
Pretty high. 2nd down.
Shoot off.
They give it to Roselli again, and he is. I don't know where he is. I don't see him.
Waiting for the spot, and he is short. Yeah, it seems like he is just short of the threshold.
Yeah, it looks like 3rd and goal from about the 2. I don't know. Yeah, 2-yard line looks about right.
But I mean, this is exactly what Upper Dublin want to do. Come out here, have a good 5-6 minute drive, and this is exactly what they're trying to do.
Slifka under center, toss to the outside to Roselli. Oh, and he is dragged back by his shoulder pads. And this is a huge stop for Westchester Rustin, and it brings up a big play here for the Cardinals. It looks like he's going to send out the field goal unit.
Yeah, that's a bend, don't break moment. And, you know, you got Chris Barbera, who, you know, give him credit. He's their best kicker. He's their only kicker on the team, but he has not been very accurate this season.
Well, on field goals, he's been good.
Yeah, but extra points he's missed, and this is close to an extra point try.
No, this is exactly what he practiced before the game. I was holding for him from this exact spot.
I don't doubt his ability. He can kick the ball.
From the left hash to put Upper Dublin up by 2 scores.
Chris, if you're listening to this, I do trust you. I do think you'll make it.
Hold, kick is up, and it is. Wow, and it is no good.
I guess I jinxed them.
Upper Dublin comes up empty on that drive, but it did burn 6 minutes off the clock. Similar to what they did in the Cheltenham game in the opening drive of the second half, where they burned off 8 minutes and came up empty-handed, but that is not what it looked like would happen after those big runs and big gains on that drive.
Well, that's a huge momentum swing. I mean, you go from almost getting 7 points, a yard short of 7, to missing a field goal, and now it's 0. Now you're only up a touchdown, and they have the ball, and they're in decent field position too. So now, Rustin takes over 1st and 10 at their 15.
But I've been looking to lock all windows and doors here on defense. Pelegi takes the snap. Oh, and the ball is out, and Jason Scott falls on it.
Wow.
Just when he thought he missed the tackle, the ball came out, and all he did, he saw it, and he jumped right on the ball and held on for dear life. And once again, the momentum swings right back to the Upper Dublin side.
You know, Pelegi, who was that? Was that Madonna?
No.
That was Pelegi.
No, it looked like
I thought it was number 8.
Looked like it went to number 3. Well, regardless, the ball came out and Jason Scott fell on it, puts the offense right back on the field.
Yeah, that's a momentum.
That's
swing.
huge.
That's huge. They get the ball back, a new set of downs, and the defense is right back on the field. They're exhausted. They just were on for 6 minutes.
Lucas Roselli bounces to the outside, cuts back. Oh, and he would have had it to the outside in my opinion, but he decided to cut back and is stopped there. But that could be our Mazda momentum swing of the game.
Yeah, going back to what I was saying, defense is staying on the field. They're tired. You know, you got a lot of big body guys. They got a lot of inertia. You know, they're tired. They just want to sit down, rest, get a breather. But no, they're right back on the field, ready to go. So this brings up a second down and short, 2nd and 4. And there's less than 5 minutes left in this third quarter already.
Slifka in the gun. He's just going to run it. Quarterback draw. Still pushing. And he stayed low. Looks like he got close to the first.
He did pick up the first down, though. I think. And he does pick up that first down. Now they got a 1st and goal, and I think they're ready to go. They're ready to open up the floodgates and get this touchdown. Hopefully.
So good enough for a first down, 1st and goal for the Cardinals. Slifka directly under center. He's just going to look to bully in himself. He gets a second effort from the line, and he is in for the touchdown. Second effort, the line gave him the push, crosses the plane, touchdown Cardinals. And just when you thought they were going to come up empty-handed, they come back with 6 points.
That was a smart play. Just do what you can do. Do what you know is going to work. They don't outsmart themselves. They don't say, hey, let's pass it on the 1. They just go right there, right in, and just rush it in for the touchdown by Mike Slifka.
And Chris Barbera puts that one through with some aggression. Man, he got it all the way back to the track. Nice job there. And you know what? I'll take 7 over 3 any day of the week.
Yeah, well, you know, if he doesn't miss that 3, they don't get that 7. So I guess it was a win-win. And he made the extra point, so it's even better.
Cardinals. We see Coach Stover talking to Lucas Roselli on the sideline, patting him on the back. You know, he got stopped for the first time I think I've ever seen. He got stopped a few times there, but good to see the resilience by everyone on this Upper Dublin team. And Upper Dublin up by 2 possessions now. Ross, take my glove off. Pull! Pull! Oh my God. This is a lost cause. I'm using my teeth. This is near impossible. I got it. Barbera set to kick it away from the hash, and he does. A nice little helicopter. Fielded at the 5, and he has a lot of running room.
Man.
Oh,
man.
Jason Scott.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
He cuts back to the other side of the field. Cuts back again. Oh, my goodness gracious. He's still on his feet and is tackled at the 5-yard line. A massive return. And that's inexcusable if you're Upper Dublin.
Yeah, you know, as soon as I think Upper Dublin's going to turn the corner, lock this game away, they just shoot themselves in the foot yet again with a botched kick return defense. I mean, the special teams at least on the kick returns, they've been struggling all night. They've been, Barbera kicked in the end zone last time to avoid the return, and now they're set up in the red zone, 1st and goal.
Now that's big if you're Westchester Rustin and if you're Upper Dublin.
That keeps them in the game. These mistakes are inexcusable at this point.
Takes a snap, gives it to Madonna, and he is bottled up by Upper Dublin, and he's taken back by the whole defensive unit.
A field goal would be huge. To only allow them to have 3 points, especially in the red zone, on a first and goal, now a second and goal, that would be huge. Because then it keeps it a 2-score game. But if they score a touchdown, then it's only a 1-score game. A 3 and out for the offense for UD, and then they get the ball back, they can drive. Under 4 minutes of play now in this third quarter.
A lot of ifs there, Ross.
If then.
Oh wow! And they spread their offense. They send a man in motion. He has the ball, and he is going to be hit, but in for the touchdown.
Wow. So that brings Rustin in for a 1-score game. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a game.
I'd rather not have a competitive game.
I mean, it makes it more interesting. It makes it more, hard fought.
Now, a block would be huge here, so let's see what Upper Dublin dials up. Snap, hold, kick. Oh, Micah Bootman got through the line, but just didn't extend. And makes it a one possession game, 21-28. Oh, why is it doing that? Yeah, and 2 big plays as we over here. 2 big plays have really dictated how Rustin has scored. That 85-yard touchdown and then that huge return. Upper Dublin just needs to stop these big plays, and they have Rustin figured out. Is it now plugged in? Russ, I told you to plug it in.
I think it's a what? That makes no sense.
Upper Dublin looking for a big return, but that's end over end. It's going to be it's going to bounce. It's going to be fielded by Lucas Roselli at the 15. Cuts back, and he's wrapped up and thrown back for a loss to the 20-yard line. Well, not really a loss, but not as far up as he would like to have gone.
Well, Upper Dublin really needs to put up points in this drive. Because if they don't, that momentum is already on Rustin after that big play and then that touchdown to cut it to a 1-possession game. But if they do not, or for lack of it, if they fail to score here, this could be huge for Rustin as they gain even more momentum. But it looks like Lucas Roselli's going off the field.
Yeah, he should be fine.
Maybe a little bit, just a little battled up. Shaking up.
Slivka has it, throws it. That was definitely Pat. No way. No way. There's no way. Nope, incomplete. Ball's down.
Oh, they got very lucky on that. That to me, I'm not a high school referee, but that looked like he threw it. It was a lateral.
Oh my.
That looked like a fumble recovery for Rustin. And this is exactly what Rustin wanted. This has completely turned Upper Dublin's momentum on its head. Rustin has all the momentum now. Mike Slivka rarely makes these mistakes, but that is just something you cannot do. Low ball, and it's a lateral behind, so it is
past the line of scrimmage and threw it overhand.
Yeah, so it is in play. It doesn't matter if it's on the ground. But, wow, you cannot make that mistake at this point in the game. And we're close to entering the fourth, and this game is possibly at the closest it's been all night long. So now you got Rustin in the fringe of the red zone.
See what happens. Give us to Covert on the sweep. Looks like some holding there. No call. Mike Slifka being ridden like a pony, and he couldn't get back to the ball.
And you can hear the parents
Disdain.
of the sidelines saying, or not sidelines, of the stand saying, wake up. You know, they thought they had this game down 28-14, but that long return and now this fumble, this game's far from over. Under a little bit over 2 minutes to play now in the third quarter. This is huge. They need to stop. You can hear the crowd chanting defense.
Pelegi under center. Gives it to Culp, and he bullies his way forward.
For first down.
No, it looks like he should be close.
And the chains are moving, so that is a first down. And now it is set up for a 1st and goal. This might be good for Albert Elwin as they got to put up 9 yards to get into the end zone.
This really is not a good position to be in.
Well, period. But in retrospect to right now in the drive, it's better than being like a 1st and 1. You know, 1st and goal on the 1 yard line. It's 1st and goal on the 9. So they have to score or bust.
Madonna on the sweep. Oh, he makes a man miss, and he is tackled
Just short.
just short of the goal line. And the ball is spotted on the half-yard line, and Upper Dublin's back, so literally against the wall.
This is bend, don't break. This is what they teach you in the summer, in the beginning of the fall. They say, in these moments, the defense has to come up big. You cannot break in these situations.
I don't know what you can do when the ball is actually like on the goal line.
You can't break, that's for sure.
Pelegi is going to bull it in, and that'll be good enough for a touchdown. Oh, and the ball comes out. Upper Dublin has it. Quinton Durr has the ball. Wow. Quinton Durr came out with the ball, and the referees signal a touchdown. Wow. Bombshell.
You can hear the boos.
That is unbelievable. That's now twice Upper Dublin has come out of a scrum with the ball, and it's called in Rustin's favor. And that is a huge swing for Upper Dublin, or for Westchester Rustin rather. Wow.
It's very odd. No snap.
Oh, Micah Bootman nearly got through. What? I thought it clanked out. It's
hit.
the ball is in. The ball is on this side of us.
Maybe it bounced up and then, I don't know. I'm not really sure what happened. But we gotta wait.
Well, this is a whole new ballgame.
It seems like they're reviewing.
Really? With what?
Well, they're just looking, deciding. And it's good. Very surprising. Oh, wait. And it is now a tie game. So we went from a 28-14 game with under 5 minutes left in the third.
It should have been a 28-7 game.
Yeah, 28-7. And look what happens now. Now, this is where big players make big plays. That's my signature saying, but it's true.
This is really the this is the closest it's been for Upper Dublin this season.
Well, besides that Penn Charter game.
But no, that wasn't a close game.
Well, it was close at one point, and then
It wasn't a dogfight. Wait, and did they penalize Upper Dublin too? On what? Wow. Oh,
What?
a 10-yard penalty? A 15? What could they have done that got them 15 yards? 15 yards isn't a hold. And I think Coach Stover is confused as well.
Could have been unsportsmanlike conduct.
Coach Stover speaking with the referees, and I guess he understands the decision. And wow, this is huge. This is really huge.
For Westchester.
For everybody. I mean, huge swing of events. First, Upper Dublin comes out of that. First, they come out of that scrum with the ball. It's ruled a touchdown. Then the ball ends up in front of the goalpost, and they call it a good extra point. I mean, I don't know what else is to happen. And without replay, you can't call any of these things for sure. And that ball is right into the end zone. Upper Dublin's going to need to feed off the energy of this crowd, feed off the energy of their bench, and really get something going offensively here.
Well, we're just going to have to see what happens. They've been playing really well offensively all night. Besides that last fumble, they've been going like a well-oiled machine.
But it doesn't matter when that fumble costs you 7.
Exactly. That's the thing. Momentum can shift very quickly. And Rustin has all the momentum. It's time for Upper Dublin to gain that back.
Slivka running, still on his feet. He's being held, and he gets to the 25. And maybe Rustin will come out with the ball, and they'll rule it in that favor. Because that's how it looks like it's going so far.
And Selvin Haynes. And we'll take a timeout.
We'll take a timeout. We'll be right back.
This is UDTV.
And Selvin Haynes again shaking up, hobbling off the field there. Miss B is going to have to work some magic on him on the sidelines. It brings up 2nd down and 6. Upper Dublin is really, nothing is going their way right now. Slivka in the gun, and they get a guy to jump, so that helps.
Just looking at the coverage for Rustin, they don't have a deep safety. So if Dylan or Jason Scott beats their man, they got just green grass ahead of them.
Oh, and they call it against Upper Dublin.
Wow, this has been unfortunate how this has gone so far.
I don't think this could be going any worse for Upper Dublin right now. Well, actually, it could be, but not much.
Fourth quarter, let's go!
And they're going into the 4th quarter. It is a new ball game, 28-28. Don't go anywhere. This game is going to come down to the wire.
Oh boy, there are so many classes to choose from. I don't know which one to pick.
Do you want to know the best class to join this year?
Of course. I think I will join the UDTV.
And we are back for the start of the 4th quarter. Upper Dublin finding themselves, well, even though the score is tied, finding themselves deep in a hole after those a lot of big things happening in favor of Westchester Rustin. Let's see what happens here on 2nd and 10. Slivka looking to run, makes a man miss, still on his feet, spins, and gets forward for the 1st down. And you know what? If Mike Slivka needs to take matters into his own hands, I'm all game with that. Because if that's what it takes to win, we're going to do anything we need.
He had that fumble last quarter. That was definitely not what you wanted to see out of him. It was a rare mistake by the junior signal caller. However, I think he's ready to show that he is indeed ready for prime time.
Takeover time.
It's takeover time. It's prime time. This is the time when you're in your backyard. You say 4th quarter, state championship or division championship.
District. Slivka looking over the middle, has Lucas Roselli at the 50, who cuts back, Wow, and a big gain there. Big time players make big time plays. And that connection between Mike Slifka and Lucas Roselli puts Upper Dublin in Rustin territory with the ball at the 35.
That's exactly how they wanted to draw it up. They had him wide open in that zone. He found that soft spot in that zone. He got Lucas wide open, threw him a strike on a silver platter, and gave him that yard after catch mentality.
Yak.
The yak. That's what Coach Wall instills in his running backs. Those yards after catch, when they receive that ball, they got to keep moving.
Slifka in the gun. They're going to give it to Novak up the middle, who breaks free, runs over a man, and gets forward to the 25, and that'll be good enough for a first.
You know, Novak isn't your I guess, for lack of a better term, your first string back. You know, you have Lucas Rivera.
And wow. You've never seen this. That Westchester Rustin trainer just ran faster than I think I've seen any player run to get to one of their biggest players, Colin Hurley. Now the head coach is coming out. This definitely can't be good for Westchester Rustin. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be right back.
Don't go anywhere.
Upper Dublin coming off that huge gain. You don't want to miss this. We're back as Hurley walks off the field, hobbling, really favoring that right leg. And, now he jogs off the field, but looked like a big scare for Rustin, so he's going to need to come back into the game if Rustin really wants to get their offense churning, because he has been an integral part tonight. And I use the word integral a lot. It's an integral part of my vocabulary. First down. There's a flag before the play. Let's see what the call is. And was there even a call?
I'm not sure.
So they stopped the offensive play for no reason.
Clock continues to run, though. What I see right now is I see Jason Scott. If he beats his man, he's home for a touchdown.
And he has Jason Scott. Do you have a crystal ball?
I think so. I mean, I just see opportunities.
And wow, Quentin Durr put 78 on his back after there and really stood over him. 78 is slow. Well, he's slow to begin with, but he's slow to come off the field.
Slow to get up. It's that inertia, man.
He is really
tendency to resist change. See, this again, Jason Scott is the matchup here. It's just a matter of seeing if they actually go to him.
Slifka in the gun. He's going to give it to Novak up the middle. Novak falls forward, which should be close to the marker, but not quite. Upper Dublin first down. Goal line package comes in. Amon Orlina, Jake Rossman, and Lucas Nina. Orlina and Nina. And the clock runs under 10 minutes. 2 minutes into this fourth quarter. Upper Dublin knocking on the door.
In 10 minutes, one will be crowned the District 1 champ. Hopefully, maybe more. OT.
Give is to Novak, who's still pushing. And he falls forward. Wow, that is a big gain. And not only is that just a big gain in real world, that's detrimental to Rustin's mentality. I mean, they're trying all they can, and he's just single-handedly overpowering them and getting forward. So that's a big play for Mason Novak, and it makes it second and short inside the 10-yard line.
Upper Dublin's mentality is to pound the rock and then pass second if they need to. Pounding the rock is exactly what they lean on for, I say around 60-70% of their offense. If that works, then I say their offense works.
Give is to Novak once again, rolls forward, and he's just short of the goal line. Now, I think you'd be doing Mason Novak a disservice if you didn't give it to him to punch it in.
Well, I think they're going to try to punch it in with them again. That would be the right play. And now it sets up a first and goal on their own 2.
On
Rustin's 2. Apologies. But they need to score here. They cannot.
The stands are rumbling.
Band is getting hyped. Student section is, I think, the biggest it's ever been.
Maybe. Slivka gives it to Novak, second effort, and he is in for the touchdown!
Touchdown cards. And that is a huge momentum swing as Rustin looked to dominate that third quarter, but now Upper Dublin comes in, they take the ball down the field, they push it all the way from their own 20, and now it looks like we got ourselves in a lead. Now let's see if Chris Barbera can drain the extra point.
It looks like the Mason Novak show now. They prepare all week for Lucas Roselli, and Mason Novak gets 3 state times and runs it right down Rustin's throat. And it's good! Oh, wow.
That was scary. That was definitely scary. And Rustin was to receive the ball with 8.5 minutes to go. Now the question is, how long will they possess the ball for? Will they try to run out the clock? Or will they try to, just run their offense, do a quick pace, so if they score, they get the ball back. But we'll see. I mean, it honestly depends. Maybe they might just run it so methodically that they score and then try to go for 2 to win it. That would be a very interesting strategy.
So a big touchdown there for Upper Dublin. Mason Novak got it 3 straight times to cap off that drive, punishing Westchester Rustin, and now the ball will quite literally be in Westchester Rustin's court. And this might be the biggest drive of the game, because if Upper Dublin can come out with a stop here, there's no doubt in my mind they can run down that clock.
It really will depend how Rustin's offensive game goes. If they can run that ball, pound the rock, they get down the field and score.
Barbera kicks it away. It's a helicopter spiral fielded at the 11 by Madonna. Nick Madonna, and he's stopped by Micah Bootman. Oh, he gets back out. Oh, he's still on his feet. He's still on his feet, and he is going to be ripped down. Somebody put him on the ground. There he goes, on the ground at the 34, but not after a second effort, and a pretty good one at that. He was met, and then he peeled back around and got a few more yards. Actually, I think a significant amount, around 10 yards, that could have been avoided, but nevertheless, better than an 85-yard return.
Madonna came to play tonight, and he's been showing it. This kid has, a great mix of speed, agility, can make people miss, and he's just playing really well tonight.
First down, Covert, the one in motion. They give us to Covert on the sweep, cuts back, makes a man miss, and he's tackled over the middle and gets a first down.
Their offense is rolling, Rooms. I don't know if anyone can stop it at this point.
I wouldn't be surprised if I saw Coach Sowers call a timeout after one of these plays to regroup and really get his guys together. We've seen him do that a lot.
This running game has just been eating the Cardinals' D up. They had it contained in the first half and even the beginning of the third quarter as they had that fumble. But now it seems like some stuff is just not going right for Cards, at least on the defensive side.
4 minutes into this fourth quarter, 8 minutes remain. Upper Dublin still leads 35-28. First down at the 45-yard line. Oh, and looks like Rustin's going to be forced to burn a timeout. Oh, and that's huge if you're Westchester Rustin. Down a touchdown, you want to have all 3 timeouts in your back pocket, and that's not what you want to see.
Exactly. We want to keep those timeouts for as long as possible. They do have to burn it, though, which is a little bit, I would say, a little bit frightening for, the fans, especially of Rustin, because if now you lose, or not lose, you lose possession of the football and give it back to Upper Dublin, and they run that clock down, you only have 2 timeouts. There's no 2-minute warning, to which I still say, because I did not realize that until, the first game of the playoffs.
Absolutely, Ross couldn't be more right, but just look looking at this Westchester Rustin program, you know, Westchester Rustin was actually established in 2006 as part of the Westchester school system, the third high school added in addition to Westchester East and Westchester
West?
No.
That'd be fun.
Westchester East.
North? South?
There's another Westchester. What is the other school? There's Westchester.
Not sure.
There's Westchester East. What's the other one? Westchester Henderson. There we go.
Shout out to Coach Young for the assist.
Stay Farm. First down. Oh, and they give it to Covert, and he's wrapped up and swarmed by Upper Dublin. Yeah, let's throw a flag. Yeah.
Nah, dude, we don't want to throw a flag. It's not what we want.
But as I said, you know, established in 2006, the first season of football there, they didn't have a single senior on the roster, and Coach Mike St. Clair has been with them from the start. And actually, they won the District 1 championship in 2008, only 2 years after starting a football program. That's pretty impressive.
That means they had a ton of talent, or they just had great energy together. You know, they bonded well, and that's a really big thing when you're playing high school football.
Rolling the pass, throws it deep, and to nobody. I mean,
wow, they flagged.
Oh my goodness. And he flops after the play. Wow.
That's roughing the pass. That's going to be 15 yards. And boos coming from the parents of the Upper Dublin team. They are not happy with that call.
Bang, bang play. It's going to go against Upper Dublin.
And that goes from like a third down and long to now a 1st and 10. That's huge. That's a huge swing.
That's a 20-yard penalty.
And so now with 7 minutes left, the Rustin is now in Upper Dublin territory.
Upper Dublin's got to lock all windows and doors here on defense.
I've heard that term before.
Madonna the one in motion. The give is to Covert on the sweep, and he is tackled, but not after a gain of 6 yards. There have been a lot of things going against Upper Dublin tonight, but that might have been the biggest one. Completely switching fields, making it first down in Upper Dublin territory instead of being third down, pinned back in their own territory. So huge swing.
Huge.
And let's see what happened. No?
I'm not sure. No, I don't know what that is.
Why did CJ Stilly have to come out of the game?
Now there's only 6.5 minutes remaining.
The clock runs, 6.5. Rustin with the ball. Upper Dublin needs to stop anything.
To quote you, Merms, lock all windows and doors.
Madonna once again in motion. The give is to Madonna on the sweep. He hurdles. Lucas Roselli stays on his feet. And Jason Scott trying to rip the ball out, but not after a huge gain.
And he came to play. I mean, I've been saying over and over, but the moves, that hurdle, you can't make this up. This is high school. This is not college. This is not the NFL. This is high school in this program. He's been playing really well tonight, and he's shown why his team is in District 1 champions.
We see Quentin Durr looking at his leg. We're going to step aside. We'll be right back. We're back after that. Quentin Durr, the biggest, literally and figuratively, piece of this Upper Dublin team, comes off the field. So we'll be out for at least one play. Let's see what happens on the sideline. Looks like he's just trying to stretch out.
And you can hear the defensive calls.
First down, Covert in motion. Give is to Covert. Oh, and Dylan Zlotnikov. I don't think Dylan Zlotnikov even knew he tackled him.
Yeah, I didn't think he realized that he tackled him. Now that brings up a second down.
What would the flag be on? It's probably against Upper Dublin. I mean, he just rolled over and tripped him up. What are they going to call here? Sideline on Upper Dublin, that's the second. That is huge. Upper Dublin.
Why is that huge?
Because it's more yards.
Oh, because now it's actually...
Coach Sowers needs to stay on the sideline. Keep it plugged in and push that, and take out the battery. It still runs without the battery. So there's a lot of confusion going on right now. A lot of confusion, but it's 3rd and long. Actually, don't do it yet. Don't do it yet.
Second and 8.
Don't do it. Wait.
Under 6 minutes to go. 5:13 exactly. Clock continues to run.
2nd down.
This is where big players make big-time plays.
High snap. They get it down to Hurley, and he's still on his feet. And Hurley is. No, it wasn't.
8?
Hurley's tackled forward. That wasn't. That was Hurley. That was 2. And that
Number 2's not even on the field.
I'm pretty sure that's number 2.
Number 2.
Regardless of who it was, that was a big play for Rustin. Wow.
Under 5 minutes to go now. They're just running this clock.
Man in motion. Give us to number 44, is met at the line and ripped back for a loss.
Brings up 2nd down and goal.
I don't know his name. I can't use my fingers for the roster. A stop here would be huge for Upper Dublin. 2nd down.
And the crowd is getting hype. This is huge. Under 4 minutes to play now.
2nd and goal. Ball at the 5. Covert, the man in motion. The pitch goes to Covert on the outside. Cuts back, and he is stopped and pushed back. 3rd down and goal.
Clock continues to tick.
Hold on, Ross. We're coming in for a landing.
Thank you, Mark Zumoff.
Biggest play of the game. 3rd down at the 4-yard line.
A little over 3 minutes left.
Covert, the man in motion. The give is to Covert, and he is stopped short. And now I think they're in 4-down territory. You're not kicking if you're Westchester Rustin.
You are not kicking. And that timeout they burned. This could be huge now. You know, now they only have 2 timeouts.
The game rides on this play.
The crowd rises.
And they rise at Cardinal Stadium. The parents are getting loud. Mr. Heim firing up the rest of the stands. Everybody getting loud. The game comes down to this. Pelegi in the gun. Checking at the line. Oh, and they go the fake. Philly special. Misses Dylan Zlotnikov. He's looking, and he's going to be stopped short of the end zone.
Wait.
They don't have it.
Wow. We're going to review it just to make sure.
And it's going the other way.
Wow, look how close that is to the goal line.
They run the Philly special when it comes down to it. That was, you know, I saw him check at the line. I mean, use your phone. Yeah, that wasn't fun. That wasn't smart. Upper Dublin can't get called for a safety here. They got forward progress, so doesn't matter where he ends up.
Clock continues to run though. And now there's under 2 minutes left. All Westchester Rustin can do is just watch the clock burn out as they only have 2 timeouts left.
Slivka trots back out, the clock winds. Upper Dublin needs to get themselves some breathing room. Ball pinned back at the 2. They just need something, anything. They give it to Novak, who just falls forward, and that's what they're going to rely on. And
Call a timeout.
I believe, yeah, Westchester Rustin's going to call a timeout.
You got to reset that game clock.
They don't need to do anything. Timeout, Rustin. Don't go anywhere. We are coming in for a landing. It's so cold. Ross Newman is attempting to text with his nose. I can't make this stuff up. And man, what a play call there by Westchester Rustin, trying to run some bootleg version of the Philly special. I mean, they put Michael Covert back there to try to do something, and then he doesn't throw the ball. He just holds on to it. Just not a smart play call if you're the Westchester Rustin. Dude, just use your phone. No, use your phone. And every time we touch, I get this feeling. So this is going to bring up a huge third down play here for the Cardinals, pinned in their own zone.
So this is what I'm thinking here. If they get a stop and it's a punt, they could be set up at the 40-yard line. This game is far from over. You heard it here first. 1:23 remains in the final quarter of play for the District 1 championship.
Upper Dublin leads by a touchdown. 2 receivers split out to each side. Slivka takes the snap, dropping the pass, looks over the middle, and he has Dylan Zlotnikov, and he reels it in! And they give him the catch! Oh my God! Mr. Clutch, Dylan Zlotnikov, comes up with the ball, and it's a first down, and wow! Wow, 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 wowie, wow! First down, Cardinals! Connor English firing everyone up. That was the most clutch play I think I've ever seen. Dylan Zlotnikov slides, gets under the ball, reels it in, and gets the first down. And all that's left for Upper Dublin is these last minute and 18 seconds to wind off the clock, and we have ourselves a district championship in sight. Man, oh man, Ross, what a day, what a half, what a game.
This game has been filled with all the things you want, the ups and downs, the lefts and rights, the stops and scores. Every play has been a recipe for a great game. Now, Cards can enter into their victory formation.
Victory formation here for the Cardinals. And man, oh man, Dylan Zlotnikov's heart is racing. All of his teammates celebrating on the sideline. Coach Stover taking off the headset. Wow, 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 wow. And Upper Dublin getting the fans hype. We saw it in 2015 against North Penn, and we're going to see it again tonight against Westchester Rustin. Upper Dublin comes out of nowhere, overcomes all the adversity they faced in the second half, and will ultimately come away with a district. I'm not going to say it yet.
This team has worked hard this whole year. They've been practicing since early August. They've been looking for this game to win for the longest time. It's been in their sights. They have never not looked out of it. But now it seems like it was destined. And now entering into victory formation, I can almost say congratulations to the Upper Dublin Cardinals team of 2018. You guys deserve it.
5A District 1 champions.
And this team will now be going on to compete in the state championship semifinals. State semifinal.
Against the winner of Mannheim Central versus Coalico. Firing up the crowd.
And
You
everyone
love
was
that.
on their feet.
Man, and that's gonna do it. Upper Dublin takes the field to celebrate. And Upper Dublin is your 2018 District 1 5A champions. And let the celebration begin. We're going to get down there and celebrate with the team on behalf of everybody here at Upper Dublin.
Thank you, everyone.
Upper Dublin Broadcasting. We'll see you next week for the state semifinals here on UDTV. Final score from tonight's game, 35-28. Cardinals come out on top.
Mermelstein, Rustin. Good night.
See you next week, everybody. Good.
Oh boy, there are so many classes to choose from. I don't know which one to pick.
Do you want to know the best class to join this year?
Of course. I think I will join the UDTV.
This is.
This is
This is UDTV.